Hi everybody, it's Amy and I'm here to do my third art journaling vlog. And I first wanted to share about this fountain pen that I got on Amazon. It is a Preppy by Platinum and it was around $5. It comes with black ink and I believe it comes in a number of different colors. And now that I have tried it out, I would love to get different colors and experiment with putting my own inks in, which I have seen on YouTube other people doing. And in reading other people's blogs, they also talk about putting distress ink, the re-inkers, into the cartridges somehow, and I believe you have to buy something called a converter in order to do that, and so that will be my next step because I love the way that the nib works and I'd love to be able to use it with distress inks. And so this is just the end of my sketchbook that I've been working in for the last few months, and I'll just kind of show you quickly, and just screw that in there, how it works. And it gives a nice even line, and as long as you go slowly, it doesn't skip. It does skip a little bit if you want to go fast, which if you're going for that look, that works too. And so I wanted to try it out to see how it would do with water, this particular ink. And as you can see, I did this watercolor painting. You probably recognize it from The Great Gatsby book cover, and I just saw this on Pinterest and I thought I wanted to paint it, and I thought it'd be a good way to try out the fountain pen because there were a lot of cool lines in the drawing, and so I just used my little DIY. This is going to be my travel watercolor set. What I did was took a mold. You might have seen this mold before. It comes in a big palette, and there's I think about 16 of these little dome-shaped things, and they're made to make cabochons. And so since I didn't need that many domes, I went ahead and cut it up and put it into this Altoids tin. I glued it down with some E6000, and then I just put in some tube watercolors in some of the primary colors. You have to narrow it down because of the size. And I've seen quite a few different watercolor DIY palettes that are floating around out there, so you could of course get a bigger palette and do as many colors as you want, but in this case I happen to have all of these supplies on hand, and so I thought I would try it in order to do a travel watercolor set. And I haven't taken it traveling yet, but I did use it for this page, and so I wanted to give a shout out to the Mary Atelier because I originally got the idea of traveling and sketching and drawing from watching her YouTube videos. She does a lot of wonderful work. She just goes out, I think you call it field drawing or field painting, and she does a lot of her art journaling out and about, and I was very inspired by that ever since I started watching her videos. So this will be a handy tool to have when I'm out in the field, and I'll be bringing along this Pentel Aqua Brush. I would be bringing along my Tim Holtz water brush, but I did something to it that I wasn't supposed to do, and I'll tell you this quickly because just in case you get one of these, the mistake I made was I thought that it worked exactly the same as the Pentel. I didn't pay any attention to the packaging or anything, and when it was time to fill this with water, I popped this little black piece out, and you're not supposed to do that. You're actually supposed to keep this in and then fill, you know, either your sink or, you know, a bowl or something with water, and then submerge this in the water and squeeze it until the water is in the barrel, which I did not do. And ever since I did that, it worked fine for like the first couple of times that I refilled it, and now it just will not. You can see, I mean, there's water in the barrel, but it doesn't come out. And so I can either keep trying to work with this and get it to work or just get a new one. But I do love the size of the brush on this, and it is different than the Pentel, so it would be nice if I could figure out a way to work it, but it's not a huge loss. I can always get another one. So that is my share about field sketching, and I wanted to quickly share with you this Midori refill. This is the Midori Traveler's, I know I saw it on the inside cover, Traveler's Notebook. This is an insert, and I didn't spring for the Midori with the cover because they're just out of my price range right now, but I did want to try the paper, and so I made that as part of my order with the fountain pen on Amazon. I wanted to check out the paper, and you get, in this particular, oh, it doesn't say the number of pages. I want to say this is 60 pages though, which I think is a really good deal for you to try out a Midori for the first time. You could make your own cover. Of course, there's tons of different ways to make covers, and a lot of those tutorials are on YouTube, and this is about $7. So I thought it was an inexpensive way of trying out Midori paper, which I've heard so much about. And I'll just quickly, even though this is some personal journaling, I did try out the fountain pen on it, and it wrote very smoothly. You can see a little bit of it on the back side, but if you were to use gesso in this journal, I'm sure that would be fine. You can cover it up if you need to. And I haven't tried any type of wet media in this yet, so I will be sure to share a video when I do that. And the last thing I wanted to share, I will grab it really quickly. Jane Davenport's new book. It's Drawing and Painting Beautiful Faces, and I'd like to do a more thorough chat about this book, this beautiful book. I haven't gotten a chance to dig into it yet, but once I do, I would love to share with you guys some of the things that I found in this book. And so she's got tutorials on all kinds of things about shaping and drawing and painting faces and my take on it. So be looking forward to that. I definitely want to talk about this book, and it's so nice to have a real live print book because I do so much stuff on Kindle these days that it's nice to have a real book again. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!